By the gods, this is a good start. Where did these people set up their tent? If there's nothing around the next bend, I'm turning around. Why? Finally. Hey you, little girl. Giacomo Nauta sent me. I'm here about the riddle. Do you speak Goretti? I'm a friend. Giacomo told you I would come.
Of the hero of Andergast, a strong, courageous and clever man. Not someone I can slice open from head to foot in the blink of an eye.
I am the hero of Andergast.
Can you heal things with fairy magic? The way the hero healed the dream of Andergastrian was magic?
It wasn't quite like that, but yes, I can repair things magically.
Then prove it. This before me is the flying fortress Marine. I recreated it from dreams. But no matter what I do, it keeps tipping over. Use your magic to make it stand up, and I'll let you see my father.
Piece of cake. She must be the merchant's. Giacomo already warned me. A small fortress made of sticks. It keeps tipping over.
Use your magic to make it stand up, and I'll let you see my father.
Nuri's necklace is special to me. I'd better take care of it. No magic necessary here. That won't break so easily. That won't work. Nuri's necklace is special to me. A small was made of sticks. It keeps.
Use your magic to make.
Watch and learn.
Learn that you have a big mouth.
The fortress isn't broken, it's just badly made.
Don't make excuses. Use your magic to make it stand up, and I'll let you see my father.
I'm not going back empty-handed. What's in there?
Open it. I thought you could repair things.
I can. Just as well as I can
You better not.
Don't. The magic only works on fragile objects, not on people.
That doesn't sound very powerful.
It depends on what you make of it. There's a dagger lying next to the... She thinks it's very important that I get that. All right, my own knife. Won't work. The fortress isn't broken, it's just badly made.
Use your magic to make it stand up, and I'll let you see my father.
I'm too clumsy. Just cut myself either with the knife or with one of the countless flying shards. It's about as wide as the fortress. The fortress is perfectly in the bottle, but how am I supposed to get it in there? The fortress isn't broken, it's just made.
Use your magic.
Fortress would fit, but how am I the fortress, but how? I can't think of anything. I almost got lost on the way. Why did you pitch your tent in the middle of the forest and not outside the city gates?
We tried that, but the guards chased us off. They said we belong here and threatened to eat us.
Ah, yes. Good old hate-filled Andergast. Nuri's necklace is special. A Tulamid tent. I've only heard of like this in stories.
Fortress, my good man.
My man? I was never good with kids, but this is the last straw.
First the fortress, the tent. You're supposed to do magic, not just recarve everything. I have my own knife.
Nuri's necklace is special to me. The fortress would fit perfectly in the bottle, but how am I supposed to get it in there? Why don't you put something next? Then the fortress won't tip over.
No, it should stand by itself.
The fortress isn't. It's just badly made.
Use your magic.
The fortress would fit perfectly in the bottle, but how am I supposed to get it in there? A small fortress. 6. It keeps tipping over.
Use your magic to make it stand up. I'll let you see my father.
It's all right. Nice bottle.
And now put it back before it breaks.
Must be the merchant's daughter. Already warned me. Why? The fortress isn't broken, it's just badly made.
Use your magic.
I'm not. Nuri's necklace. That won't work. I'm not back empty-handed. That won't work.
You're supposed to do. I have my own.
I can't think of anything. The glass is must be worth a fortune. That won't work.
The fortress, then the tent.
Nice bottle.
Yes.
All right, all. The fortress would fit perfectly in the bottle. But how am I supposed to get in there? It's about as wide as the stick fortress. It's about as wide as the stick fortress. Faithful knife. Nuri's old necklace. I'm carrying it with me until she can wear it again. I got lost. Won't work. His necklace is special to me. This brat will never get Nuri's necklace. Something tells me to lose the fight. The fortress isn't broken. Won't. I'm not going back empty-handed. Oh, come on. I'm too clumsy. I'd just cut myself, either with the knife or with one of the countless flying shards. My faithful knife. I'm too clumsy. I'd just cut myself, either with the knife or with one of the countless flying shards. It's about as wide as the stick fortress. My faithful knife.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, I just want to try something.
Oh.
May I go in now?
Papa, there's someone here claiming to be a hero.
Send him in.
If you truly are the hero, you're a bit boring. You remind me more of a stupid, grumpy peasant.
I'm a bird catcher, and I no longer care what others think of me. I rescued a fairy, and I freed a kingdom. I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
All right, go in. Go back, I'm right behind you.
Ah, Geron, how nice. Come, sit. Sit.
Are you Fahi?
Yeah, sit down. Did you find this place all right?
Yeah. I was told that you sell a spell that can permanently change a person's form.
A person's or an animal's, but everything in its time. Tea?
All right.
Ah, a man of taste. That's good. Andergast is cold, is it not?
It's all right. But about that spell.
Of course. You understand that permanent physical transformation is a formidable power. It demands a deal of courage to request such power.
I have my reasons.
I know. Giacomo told me as much. You know my price.
Giacomo said something about a riddle.
Correct. You like riddles, Geron, don't you?
Of course I like riddles. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you. You'll carry it with you for a while. twist it and turn it in your mind, and perhaps even despair briefly. But when you finally solve it, the reward will be much sweeter.
Where did you get this riddle anyway?
For more than 3 moons, my daughter and I have both had the same dream every night. It's even more wondrous that this dream tells a true story, a memory from a time 450 years ago when our world faced its greatest battle. I will now tell you the beginning of the dream. You don't need to know more. And then the riddle. If you solve it, you'll receive the power to restore your beloved.
And if not?
Garon, you are the hero of Andergast. Of course you'll solve it. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. The dream begins, as I said, 450 years ago, in an ancient vault far beneath my home city of Fazar. The powers of darkness threaten the land, and the great and decisive battle is imminent. When one night, a group of heroes enters the tomb of an ancient Mogul mage.
Prepare yourselves. I shall open the burial chamber now. Are we all here?
All here, for crying
Could have been worse.
Sure, we could have lost the mute Farkina too, or the dainty princess who can't fight.
Self, Shabib. You're not the only one whose nerves are frayed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did the princess have to see a little blood? Did it break her tender heart?
Yes. Crack. Now you'll have to endure me with...
Princess Zadia, Alric, we must stick together. The legendary mask of Malakar lies within this burial chamber. If we succeed in bringing it to the Holy Army in the Raffian Wall, the battle against the demons will be mere child's play.
If we succeed, and these walls don't swallow us up first.
I'm working as fast as I can. I can't find the lock. Give me a moment. It has to be here somewhere. Stay away from the Guardians, Princess. Even their detached limbs stiffen them.
Why did the Farkina people cast you out?
None of your business.
True. Your past is your problem alone. All that counts is that you lead us safely through the mountains to the army.
I just want my money, and soon.
I feel a throbbing, and they're warm, like a sick heart. I'm not touching that. It looks sticky and poisonous. There are grooves here.
Letters? Can them?
No, they're just grooves. Nothing more.
What did you call me before?
Shabib. That's Tulamedia for little boy.
Without me, you'd be long dead.
Please, no quarrels.
Started it.
May.
Princess?
Why exactly did you choose us as companions?
Who are you talking about in particular?
Did you specifically look for a princess?
No. I sent for a Ptolemid scholar, but those are hard to find these bloody days. Only a few are able to defend themselves and not fall victim to the marauding bands currently battling for dominance in Fazar.
The streets of Fazar have always been a screaming nightmare.
And thus, it's an even miracle that you survived there for so long. You're the outcast heiress of a toppled ruler. I would not have bet my ducats on you.
What was Haroun's role?
He was your personal bodyguard. He was supposed to protect you.
Which he did. Right up until the end.
I am sorry about him.
He knew the risks. The important thing is that you're still alive.
How did a mage like you come to lead a group such as this?
I wanted to join the army in Punin when a nobleman from Fazar told me about the mask. The rest was a question of money and determination.
Will Raghvan really accompany us to the end?
Yes. As soon as we're finished here, he'll lead us through the Rashtulian Wall to the Holy Army. He grew up in those mountains. He knows the way better than any other.
You do know the Farkina's an outcast, don't you? Even his own people fear.
We have no other choice. We need him.
Can that mercenary over there do anything other than hit things and yell?
That's more than you can do, Poppet.
Alric keeps the monsters at bay. He's a good man.
Enough of that. What's the problem?
The lock is hidden. I can't find it. Some sort of secret mechanism. Perhaps an objectum disapparatum.
Maybe. You have to open it. I feel it quite clearly. In these stones lives and breathes.
Do you have a death wish? You saw what kind of creatures are running around out there. If this is what the princesses in this country are like, I would hate to see the kings.
Don't worry. You won't. The last Caliph of skinned alive 5 moons ago.
Was he a tyrant?
Yeah. Like every ruler in this city. Besides...
What?
Did you see the tattoo on her arm? I believe it's the mark of Malakar. She's a direct descendant.
We brought the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of an accursed Mogul mage monster in the burial chamber. Are you out of your mind?
She's a good person, trust me, and we'll soon need her.
The only way in or... Even if we have to smash the entire burial chamber, I will triumph. The legacy of these hands held me prisoner my whole life. But today, I will finally free myself. Oh, Kasim, you'll regret what you've done to me. Can you hear me? I'm sorry about your broken legs. It's very lonesome down here. But one step closer, and we'll break your neck as well. Who will see you down here? Who will worship you? Homage to you. Very soon, I'll be 1,000 times greater than you ever were. And unlike you, I won't end up in a dark hole. I don't deserve to return. Not without the mask.
Stay back! We don't know what else is hidden here. Stay back! Now to get the key into the... and then the door will be open.
Where do you see a lock? The door is covered in filth.
What does a princess know about filth?
Enough to know that it can be washed off. That's good news for you, isn't it?
What are you trying to say?
Shh! Silence, please! I need quiet.
The door is covered with a thick crust of grime.
Stay back! We don't know what...
You better stay away.
Gladly.
You better stay.
Gladly. Mage.
Princess?
You don't talk much, do... Correct. You don't talk much, do you? Correct. There are grooves here.
Letters? Can you read them?
No, they're just grooves, nothing more. I don't see any connection. With the Almandine, it would be as if I were giving away my life. I would only do that if death was unavoidable. I don't see any connection. I can't lose my head now. No. I can't lose my head now. He wouldn't like that. He wouldn't like that. The Almandin stays with me, otherwise I might lose it. The Almandin stays with me, otherwise I might lose it. The Almandin stays with me. The Almandin. He's an agile fighter. A single wound. It looks like blood. A finely worked ornamental arch with swirls and patterns. The guns are more fragile than they look. They're watching me. I don't even know where I should start. He wouldn't like that. I hope that was the last. They're watching me. I feel it, something in the... Mage?
Princess?
Are you sure you don't need help?
No. The lock is most certainly hidden by magic. Only I can find it.
What do we do next?
We force our way into the burial chamber of the Mughal and steal the Mask of Malakar. Then we take it over the peaks of the Rashtulian Wall to the Holy Army before they march into battle.
And there we triumph, or perish miserably.
The future of this world is in our hands.
How deep are we?
Only the gods know. Fazar was layer by layer on the ruins of older dynasties. Beneath that lay vaults as ancient as the land itself. This burial chamber, for example, was erected 2,000 years ago by the last living Mughal mage, Malakar. It is said he was a grand master of elemental and transformation magic. He could bend ore and earth to his will with the snap of his fingers. These halls were his greatest and last piece of work.
Why is it called the Holy Army?
The Holy Army is an army of clerics. Only with the holy might of the gods, so it is believed, can we withstand the attacking hordes of demons.
You said the army is advancing over the Rashtulian mountains. Why such a difficult route?
Most of the passes are guarded by the legions of evil. In addition, there's a magical place across the peaks of the Rashtulian Wall where they hope to forge a final, crucial alliance. We'll join the army there.
How could it come to this? An invasion of evil in our age?
There are always dark times, Princess. But what exactly brought them about no longer matters. The only important thing is that we're prepared to fight. The greatest heroes of our age have gathered to fight the decisive battle in the Gorian desert.
And to go down in history forever.
If we win.
Are you sure that the mask waits behind these walls?
Yes, quite sure. No one knows where the Mughal Malakar obtained the mask, or if he even created it himself. But he was so obsessed with it and its power that he ultimately took it with him to his grave. It's also said that he never succeeded in awakening its true power while he lived.
What does it do?
They say that the wearer of the mask can turn any lost battle, indeed any defeat and any loss at all, into an enduring victory.
Aren't you starting to get tired of prattling?
He's right. We have to continue.
Do you have no more questions?
Are you sure you don't need help?
No. The only...
You better stay up.
Gladly.
Stay back. We don't know.
I've only known him since yesterday, and I already know more about him than he does about me. He knows what this is about, but he's not the strong leader he pretends to be. He's a good warrior, but he doesn't deserve to be told so. With the Almandine, it would be as if I were giving away my life. I would only do that if death was unavoidable. With the Almandine, it would be as if I were giving away. I would only do. I don't much care for random guesswork. The only way in or out. Who will see you down here? Who will worship you? Pay homage to you? Very soon, I'll be 1,000 times greater than you ever were. And unlike you, I won't end up in a dark hole. Even if we have to smash. The mage brought down the mogul's earring in order to break the back of the chief guardian, but her was already beyond help. He's so big, but we noticed him too late. I can't believe how stupid we were. Bastard. Let the warrior mouth off as much as he likes. In the end, it was the mage who saved our necks. The remains of the colossal earring. That's what finally broke the creature's back. Let the warrior mouth as much as he likes. It would take too long to get him down. We're running out of time. Skewered by his own torch. What an unworthy death. It would take too long to get. We're running out. No, that's not it. If only I could pull it down somehow. The burial chamber lies behind this. You remind me of the palace guards I once knew. But unlike them, you were against me from the beginning and didn't stab me in the back later. Thanks, I suppose. Another guardian. We couldn't kill him, so we had to hack off his legs. No. The entrance to the tomb is behind this. The remains of... That's what finally... If only I could... Better not. No. Now that's just uninspired. I don't hear anything except the puzzled mumbling of the mage and the furious self-pity of the warrior. It bore the miraculous that we've made it this far. Now that's just uninspired. I can't lose my head now. I can't lose my head now. The crust is too dry to be wiped away with that. Stand aside.
Under no circumstance should you touch the door.
Fine, then you'll have to do it.
What do you think you're doing?
There is no hidden mechanism. The door is just filthy. Brush it off, and you'll find your lock.
Step back. The 6 legs open the 6 locks. By all 12 gods!
This is going so well.
Relax. I know you just want to help, but I can manage.
We'll have to glue it.
That won't lead to anything.
Stay back. We don't know what... Who pairs such a complicated lock with such a fragile...
I cannot simply tie the key together. It would not hold. I've only known him since he knows...
I'm trying to push the pieces of the beetle so they interlock. But it doesn't work. They won't stay in place.
You better stay away from...
Gladly. That'll never work. No. I mustn't lose sight of my goal. I cannot simply tie the key together. You're bleeding?
I don't need a bandage. My battle fury makes the pain tolerable.
Impressive. Better not. He's ignoring me. He's an agile fighter. I don't see a single wound. He's ignoring me. I can't lose my head now.
Thank you. But we need something sticky.
Now the blade is sticky. Here, glue the leg with this.
It's ready. You see the glowing inscription, Ulrich? Ancient Tula Media is a dead language spoken only by a very few, by even fewer, since the spiritual leaders of this city were executed together with their caliph. One must be educated to read this script. Educated like a child from a noble family. Educated like the last princess of Fazar. That's the reason we brought you. Now, tell me, what's the answer to the riddle on the chamber?
The gods be with me.
What? What do you read?
I can't tell you. It would change too much.
This is why we brought her.
I don't understand. Princess? Princess, where are you? By the 12, it's dark.
I'm over here.
Ah! Ow! Watch out for the beetle key when you leave. It's lying on the ground along with the door. If it breaks, we'll be locked in here.
What's that smell?
Alric! Don't come in! There's gas in the air! Shine the torch carefully through the door, but stay outside. And no magic! Astral energy could trigger a trap. Be careful where you set foot, Princess.
Difficult without light.
If you know a way to make light without fire or magic, then tell me.
That'll never work. There's a ring hanging on the pillar. Apparently, the pillar was movable once. It's much too heavy for me to be able to move it.